Today it's the Bloody Elves hosting Los Malditos Bastardos. And the Bloody Elves are coached by Dymntd. The Malditos Bastardos coached by Coach Arza Wayne. All right, both of those teams are in the inducements and ready to take the field. We're going to get to those really soon. I am joined in the booth right now by my co-announcers, Synonimouse and VpowerV. What is up, fellas?
Oh, not much. We're doing well.
Yeah, man, looking forward to this game.
Yeah.
Looks to be a good match, huh? It's basically, I mean, this is classic dodge against bash.
Yeah, definitely.
So, for our viewers, you can take a look at... wrong team. It's the Bloody Elves are a Wood Elf team. There's been a debate about whether the bloody refers to them being bloody or them getting their hands bloody and making other people bloody. But I think it's looked like the latter. They're 1830 TV, so they're not going to be walking in with inducements. The other side's going to get all the inducements. And pick out a key player that you see making a difference, guys, for the Bloody Elves.
For the Bloody Elves, right away I see that and Wayne, the War Dancer.
Yep. Yeah.
With guard, mighty blow, tackle.
Oh, that guy. You don't want that guy in your cage.
No. I think he's the reason the Elves are the Bloody Elves.
Nice. Yeah, he's definitely a big threat.
Randomly taking them through.
They're only 11 players.
His catches are all nice.
Yeah, that's the thing I was going to point out. They got a straight 3-catcher Toriar as well. Sidestepper, tackle, blodger. A lot of blodge on this team, and we'll take a look at the Orc team really quickly to see whether they have tackle to deal with the blodge.
I don't think he has a huge amount. I think he maybe
really?
has 1 or 2 players.
And
yeah,
this has come out good. So they're only 1650 TV. Again, only 11 players. So what you may see really quickly, if one of these, especially if the Wood Elves go out really quickly, you may see those numbers diminish. So the key for the Orcs is going to be to whittle down those numbers. But otherwise, you're right. I think that was V that said that there is a stark lack of tackle for these Orcs, and that could really, really hurt when it comes to playing Elves. And they're really going to rely, the Orcs, on Hugo Sticklitz, who is the only tackler, but he does have Mighty Blow and Pylon to go with his guard. Yeah. So, yeah, if he catches you down...
A lot of action from him.
Yeah, so it's... this one could get really bloody. Again, we're playing at the Elves home stadium, so there are no inducements, like automatic inducements. It's a level 2 stadium, but I don't think he's upgraded. Gave it any special characteristics, so the stadium won't factor in. And let me check my updates real quick from our coaches who have hit us with little carrier pigeons to let us know what the inducements were. So as we said, the Orcs get inducements. The Orcs use some personal cash to go with their inducements to get 3 up inducements, actually. So they got a wizard. The Orcs got a wizard. They got a bribe, and they got a lineman. So, all right, so there's going to be 12 Orcs on the field. I imagine the extra Orc is for fouling, and then they're going to add a bribe on that, on top of that, for the first time he gets caught, so he gets another chance to do it again. So it's very, very clear to me what the Orc strategy is going to be here.
Yeah. Pound him.
Yep.
They've just kicked off and the weather is lovely for it.
Yep, beautiful day for some Blood Bowl. And so we're working with 3 announcers, guys. We may actually have one more join us in the chat later on, somewhere here and there. But this is, and as you know, as I explained to my co-announcers, and now I'm telling you guys who are watching the stream, I will be ducking in and out, multitasking while this game is happening. A lot going on this fine Sunday afternoon for me. And
big hit in the first turn.
Wow. The Orcs are not playing around, so that's Lorathel. Okay, that's an unskilled lineman. If you're going to lose somebody, that's the guy to lose, right? Unskilled lineman, 0 SPP. Yeah. And now they're going after the guard guy.
Is he coming in? Yep.
There's the pylon. There is a clear strategy here. And they're following it like a blueprint. What do you guys think about this? you know, all of these black orcs surrounding. They just said the orcs said, "Screw it, we're going to line up on this tree and go lumberjacking."
He does have a 5 strength orc, so that's
Doesn't
not
make it
entirely
easy.
out of the question. Yeah.
The downside is if that tree gets up the next turn, you've got 3 orcs tied to the tree again. Or if you don't manage to fell them. Like now, right? They didn't knock them down. The goblin fails the pickup. That's huge. Now that tree's going to get to take a swipe at one of the orcs. And again, 3 orcs tied up on the tree. This is what trees do.
They're perfect roadblocks for that. Stand in the middle of the field. If they take root, they just occupy the center of the field. They're a pretty good, I think, underappreciated piece for that.
They are. But there's, you know, I've heard competing philosophies from Wood Elf coaches that say that don't like trees, and their reasoning is that they feel like a lot of coaches will just avoid the tree because it's so slow, and not get not get tangled up with it. But so many people can't resist the urge to go. They see a tree, they want to go play with it. They want to go climb in its branches.
Absolutely, it's a great distraction.
Right here. Yeah, the chance, especially against orcs or dwarves, you know, anyone that's not going to dodge away from the tree, you can tie 3 or 4 players up for quite a decent amount of time, and that's maybe all you need to create some space, you know, to go in there and nick the ball.
Absolutely.
True. I'm a big fan of the tree. Big fan, especially if you can get a decent roll on him for movement or a block. You know, it makes him infinitely better.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta duck out of commentary for a little bit, so if you guys can take it from here. I could see there are comments happening on the Twitch. I can't actually see them. I don't have my laptop open, so if you guys do have a laptop open and can check them out and address them, that'd be cool too. Because we've had some pretty good commentary throughout the Champions Cup. But I'll be back just, you know, somewhat shortly. But take it from here. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Jess.
I could bring up my Twitch and see what's going down in the comments.
Yeah.
Putting some pressure on the ball over the Elves.
Hopefully you won't regret that. But yeah, this is playing into the Elves' hands by forcing them back.
To split the team up like this as well. Like literally cut his team in half.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a big hit from the tree? Are we going to see a stomp?
I would hope so. I like seeing that go.
Yeah.
It's taken away a couple of the assists, so
yeah.
I'm sure that'll be the last move.
Surely he's going to go on to the movement 5. Willem. Yeah.
Yeah. And he follows up.
Yeah. He has 4 players tied up now with that lineman. Early pressure.
Yeah.
Where's he going to go here? Have you played either of these 2 teams?
I think I may have played the Bloody Elves, and with my Wood Elves, and I lost something like 7-2. So, yeah, they're formidable.
Was that due to players being removed, or was that just
no, it was his roles worked and mine didn't. But he's also a good coach where every chance he gets his team set up for a quick score. So
yeah,
that's something definitely to watch out for. And the tree goes down.
Yeah, just thinking where he's going to put that ball. You have to have a little cage up there in the corner, maybe. to tackle. I just thought there's going to be a little bit of a body slam afterwards here as well.
Yeah.
Stiglitz is the danger man.
Oh, and he's knocked out.
Off.
That's good for the Orcs.
Yeah.
But they don't have a lot of protection around the ball now.
No. He's got enough movement, I think, to get in round the back.
Oh, yeah.
Just have to tie up. Okay.
I feel like the goblin throw. So a lot of people underestimate it. They think it's this cute, funny thing or whatever, but it really can be a game changer.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So, or at least the threat of it, right? It forces the other side to say, you know what? I can't just go all in. I can't not account for it. It also makes them a one-turn team. And when when you don't have the troll and the goblin, it takes away, to me, at least an avenue of, at the very least, a threat.
Unless that goblin gets turned to paste early on.
Ooh, this is ballsy right here. Yeah, no, that's true. That's why you got to pack a couple of them, like skinks, right? You don't just walk in with one, with two little skinks, because.
That's true. But it does take away your team strength, because you have a couple of 2 strength people occupying your lineup. That can take away your overall bash.
As a last resort, obviously a throw is not going to be.
So this was the problem in what he just did, right? Arzawayne wanted to get the extra hit in, and so he ran the goblin up to help with the assist and provide more quote-unquote protection. But the problem is that most of those wood elves were going to have trouble getting to that goblin anyway, just based off of movement where he was. And now you have a situation.
Distance on the War Dancer is tough to do because, well, he did deep hit 1, which is a good sign. But
and the speedier one, because this one's only movement 7.
Yeah, but if he's parked in the middle of the field with a couple of GFIs, he can pretty much reach the extent of the field. So
true.
He's in range here for that catcher in the middle of the park. There, I think we're going to see a pickup attempt.
Definitely. At this point, with agility 4 and 1 tackle zone on it, it's only 67%. Yeah.
Yeah.
That ball is as good as picked up.
Lose, I think.
Yeah.
And this gonna be. Then you're gonna see a pass, but no, you're not. Oh. No, you're not, because he fails the dodge and he's dead. Talhain is dead.
Wow.
That is a lot of firepower with that one individual catcher, and I'm very sure. Yeah, I'm very sure that Dymntd is not happy to lose him. Apothecary is able to save his life, but he breaks his ribs while giving him CPR, and that will not be back until the finals at the very earliest.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ball's landed in a nice place, but that's a sucker punch for the Elves there.
You have to wonder if this was a calculated risk by Arzawayne. This is what he was not keeping the goblin away. Yeah. He was like, all right, I'll run this goblin into my whole little area here of orcs. And then when they come in after the ball, as these elves seem to not be able to resist doing, then all of a sudden they'll realize it's a trap. It's a trap. Abort!
Too late,
abort!
Unfortunately, but yeah.
And so far, it's looking like the game plan for the orcs is just being executed to perfection. They are bashing, bashing, and bashing, and they haven't even started using their fouls. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Other than not actually having the ball, this could really be going much better for them.
Yeah, there is that small detail. But when you're thinking about orcs, I think that the ball is one of the last things you're actually thinking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Orcs are like, there's orc smash. That's all Orc want to do.
I think the Goblin actually mistook it for an Easter egg, and he was like, "Oh."
This is I've commented on this before in the last Bloody Elves game. Lerneal has both the block and the wrestle. So it is some people might see that as bloat, but it does come in useful. Like right there, he got to make the choice as to whether he wanted to get brought to the ground. And around these orcs, you really don't want to use the wrestle.
It's going to be cringing right now.
Not because most of the orcs have already moved. But under most situations, that war dancer is also getting fouled.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it comes.
Would you not have moved the thrower up first to get an assist on that?
The problem here...
He's not try and pick it up, though, is he?
Yeah, I think you need to. You cannot leave a ball sitting there with elves around. Wow, so even the sure hands, Agi, that's 2 tackle zones. That's why that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
But with the Agi 4, 2 tackle zones on it, that's a 50% chance. With the sure hands, you get a reroll, which works out to about 75% probability.
Yeah, roughly that.
And the tree gets up.
Run away.
This is definitely an exercise. Like, this is textbook orc play right here that we're witnessing.
Yeah, I think it's I come to know it as the hugging defense strategy. Just piling on the hugging defense. Just keep the tackle zones on the elves and force them to dodge, hoping that they'll roll ones, which they've already done. And,
I like it.
Oh yeah.
So like you know how like in Walking Dead there's these different groups that have never seen each other. Like everybody starts calling the zombies different things, right? In this world nobody's ever heard of zombies somehow, but so when the zombies come, they start calling, like one group calls them walkers, another group calls them rotters, another group calls them, like deadies or whatever. And so like it's interesting when the groups get together and go, oh, you call them what? And then they start expanding their language. And that's kind of what you're seeing happening amongst the different private leagues now in PS4 with the Champion Cup. Like we're all starting to share lingo. We're starting to share, like people are seeing different cultures, like in strategy, different.
Goblin takes a big hit.
You don't want to see that if you're the orcs. That is your one liability. That's the one guy you don't want to get hit. And there's a double kick to the goblin, and Melanie Laurent takes a powder, badly hurt. That goblin looks in bad shape. And I wonder, it seems like Arzawain is contemplating. Yeah, it seems like Arzawain is contemplating actually using the Apo. And he does.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that on an orc team, the apothecary is bloat. I kind of think that at the higher TVs, that's ridiculous. You kind of need it in case something crazy happens. But Arzawain's, he's taking the calculated risk that the goblin is an integral part of his strategy.
See a jump to the ball. Here it comes. But
this is what they can do.
Oh.
Successful jump, but 50% pickup only because of all the tackle zones.
Do you reroll it?
Yeah, Dim is going to spend the reroll. And Nuffle says no, and it goes right
over to the right to the thrower. Oh wow!
That is not the guy that he was trying to give the ball to. What a match! I mean, this is not disappointed. We've had a slew of good Champion Cup games, and this is right up there with any one of them.
This is giving another big let off for the Orcs while they can really set up some. Solid defense now.
Yeah, they can almost like block their way into a cage.
Yeah.
Actually, that's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, there's the pylon. Ooh, that is a commitment to just pylon. And Brown Streak is stunned. Brown Streak, the dirtiest of these dirty elves. They're succeeding, man. I mean, on their way to the pitch clear, I'm sure they're trying to get, but this can cause them a problem. The sidestep War Dancer. And now Dymntd is trying to figure out, do I want to expose my War Dancer to a blitz? Wait, he can't even get to him to blitz him at this point. So yeah, why not stay there? That's going to be a free hit on the ball carrier with red dice. But think about this. The ball carrier has no block.
Let's go. No, it's not. He's got... got short hands, doesn't he? So the pushbacks. Oh, he's gone for the dodge.
Yeah, but he's got agility 4, so...
The Orcs have been working on their footwork more than the Elves here.
Yeah. Is one of the key guys for the Bloody Elf. So whatever's about to happen to him, the butt pucker factor has to be big. And...
Oh! He's down.
Is it worth the reroll? No. Arzawain says, "No, I'll just take this one on the chin." And uh-oh!
You know?
Uh-oh! That's a good...
That strength 3?
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't... I don't think he's used to catchers. Hugo Stiglitz isn't used to catchers giving him that... Yeah, they're going to put the pressure on now. This cage ain't moving nowhere. The one credit that you'll give to the Wood Elves at this point is the cage is actually hasn't even been able to reach midfield.
No. He's really... Oh. Is surf coming?
This is actually, as I'm looking at the word answer, this is a... Yeah, they were nice. I mean, you have to try, right? You got to try for the surf on that one.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a 50% chance.
Away and bring the hit in from the other side.
Actually, more than that. That was more than 4 out of 6.
The two big guys on the team.
Yeah, one is a lot bigger than the other now, and he's flexing that muscle. A big guy, silly orc. Yeah. So this is even the orcs. The positioning here is extremely solid. They even have the war dancer stuck in a bad position. You know, because he can try to leap into that cage. He'll have the guard on him though. Two guard pieces at least. No, so probably 2 tackle zones, making that. Yeah, still a red die block. So it's actually not a horrible leap and blitz if he wants to do that.
Oh, the one dice paid off though.
Yeah. He might even have a 2 dice on the ball carrier now.
No, there's going to be guard on him. He can't get there without the... Wait, can he? No, he can't get there.
He can come in the back quake, can't
he? He can leap out, and then go the long way, but he'll still have a tackle zone on him. No, he's not. It's going to be at best a 1 die.
It's a 1 dice. Yeah. Okay. See, that's the other thing with the Elves. Wow, no, saying that, they did have quite a bit of guard on their team.
He's going to take the red die instead.
Oh, gone for the red.
It was just I get it. He doesn't want to risk the dodges and all the extra movement, and if he lands it, he wants to be able to move out the back. In most cases, for Lernail, this roll would have done it. The red die is a safe bet, right? Yeah. Because he's got the strip ball ability. But the sure hands of Ed Fenech keeps that ball nice and safely tucked away. And remember, this guy does not even rely on his teammates to be able to knock that war dancer down. He can just dodge out like an elf. He's got that 4 agility. Get an easy dodge away for Ed Fenech, but and he does clear him away. I'm not sure I like where he clears him away. It looks like Arzawain wants to keep that cage right where it is. But guys, it's turn 5. And they're not even at midfield. Yeah. Orcs are not the fastest team in Blood Bowl by any measure.
This is where that lack of tackles come into play as well, you know?
Absolutely. And with that last block ending up the way it did... Oh! All right, this guy's not coming back. And this time, Salinar is going to be permanently removed. You know, it looks like a simple lineman because of block, and he's only got 2 skills, block and guard, but if you don't play Wood Elves a lot, guard is a skill that's really hard to come by. So that is a double skill guy that just got killed. I'm very sure that that their coach Dymntd is going to be very unhappy to lose that guy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The three pieces of guard, which is a massive amount in a Wood Elf team, you know, and all 3 are off the pitch, like within 4 turns. That's crazy. I'll
tell you what, the winner of this gets to play my South Park Cowboys, and my Cowboys will be very happy to see 1 less guard player on this pitch. Oh, I don't like this.
It's a lot of journeymen if the Elves go through.
I don't like this move though, right? Oh, I'm surprised he did that. He basically, all right. So this was this is just my opinion, and these guys are both good coaches, and but had he moved, first of all, the blocking that Wood Elf before you dodge away the ball carrier, Ed Finetch, to me was a bad move because it lets the sidestep guy position himself where he wants, right? And then moving your War Dancer back to where he did, I felt like if he moved the other way, he would have put him out of reach but blocked his escape routes. You know what I mean?
Just the injuries are going his way, and he's just keep on grinding them.
Well, right now you're going to go into the second half with, if you don't score, you're going to go into the second half.
Wizard.
Yeah, true. But you're going to go into the second half with, there's 8 Wood Elves on the pitch left, definitely. You could have as little as 7 if the knocked out guy doesn't come back. And there's no inducements for the Elves, right? So he's liking his numbers, but this has been the subject of many conversations. The Wood Elves are one of those teams that even if you have 3 of them on the pitch, they are still dangerous.
Yeah.
So you don't take for granted the fact that you have the ball. Yeah. You don't take for granted, I have the ball, so I'm going to cause attrition and sit on it, and I'll just get it back from them next half. Yeah. That you can't.
I mean, 100%. Okay, so still only one
I think
dice,
we're going to see a War Dancer blitz.
Oh no, 2 dice. There it is.
Wow. So yeah, this is the problem. This is they're so interested in the bashing that they're not thinking protect the ball first. And now that ball is in 3 tackle zones though. So if 67, 50, that's a 33% chance to pick up the ball, but with a reroll it's about 50. So
yeah.
With your numbers dwindling, you might actually see these Elves try to pick it up.
Oh, Tunk, come on.
Oh.
That's much worse for Tunk than it is for the Orc, because getting up is just a big deal for the trees. The pitch makes this a different game.
Oh, and he's walled off that 3-strength sidestepping catcher too.
Yep. So they are putting this War Dancer in the position where when they hit him, he's not going to be able to dodge around the ball. He's either going to go into it, knocking it free, or he's going to go back away from it.
So he goes on the ball, he's going to take another hit.
Yep, and he's...
But depending where that ball goes, that could have played into the Elf's hands, you know.
It does play into the Elf.
Yeah.
No fear, dude. Just right in the middle of a pack of orcs. Just... And he finally pays for it.
Yeah.
He's going to go on the ball, surely. Get that bounce. Get that bounce towards the Orc touchdown. To the line.
Oh, you stunned into the ball.
Any of these 3 can score here, really.
I didn't see El Oso Judío. Is that Judío? Yeah, so the Jewish bear is what that translates to?
Yeah,
the bear Jew? Oh! The bear Jew! Oh, this is from the movie. This is the...
Yeah.
This is in Spanish. The
Glorious Bastards.
Yeah! Oh!
I only clicked when I saw Hugo Stiglitz the other day.
That's where that name's from. Okay. So the bear Jew is I didn't see him. He's sitting on the side, ready to... he can cover the ball, actually, making it a little harder. This is probably still a Wood Elf touchdown. Let's be honest. Has the blitz been used? Oh, no. Never mind. The blitz is not been used.
Oh, the blitz.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, the bear Jew doing what he does!
Oh, no.
Never mind. Situation is under control. Then he's going to pick up the ball like a boss, too.
Oh, and he does GFI as well. No, he's got bitten in the ass with it.
Oh, that's what rerolls are for.
But he does need to move that ball.
So the Orcs ended their turn 6. You see this catcher over here break out away. That's Toriar. And then you see the wrestler come over. He's going to make that red die block that we talked about and manages to successfully fell the bear Jew, loosens the ball. And then you're going to have the other, is that a catcher? That's another lineman who's basically setting himself up for the touchdown. The catcher comes over, picks up the ball. That's brown streak. And fails the GFI at first, but re-rolls it, GFI/dodge, and then ends up holding onto the ball. Now we are in turn 7, the top of turn 7. Darwin wrestles after he is blocked. Gerald Hirschberg runs over and marks the ball carrier. And here comes the fast black orc. Strong, fast black orc? No, is that... No, yeah, that's... Wow, how does he have... Oh, he has movement 5, okay. And they're surrounding the ball carrier. They're marking up the other linemen. The blitz from the Bear Jew incoming. Oh, no, I'm sorry, from Sticklets incoming. And successful because of tackle. And then he's going to pile on top of that. That's dangerous. But he's so focused on removing him, you don't care. The ball flies, lands right by the lineman. Surrounded by orcs, but also a lot of wood elves in the vicinity. So this is dangerous. Again, this is still top of turn 7. Here comes the other piling on blitzer, Archie Hickox. And foul. Wow. Commitment to the foul on the War Dancer. Don't forget that. Yeah, the ball's over there, but get your foul in. And a bunch of orcs surrounding the ball now. Now we're in the bottom of turn 7. And that catcher who was trying to line himself up as a safety comes all the way across the field. That's a lot of ground to cover. Knocks that orc, Apache Aldo, down. So now there's only one tackle zone on the ball. You can see the War Dancer back up as a safety. And tried to dodge to get to the ball. Brown Streak is stunned. The ball is laying next to the sideline with an orc, with 2 orcs. It's 2 orcs tackle zone and 1 wood elves tackle zone. We are in the top of turn 8. Almost caught up, right?
Yeah, top of turn 8 right now.
Is that where you guys are right now? The opening block by Archie Hickox knocks down Biff. Of course, he piles on because that's more important than picking up the ball. And then by the way, there's no possible way at this point for the Orcs to score. They did not send anybody downfield. They're just caging up. This is what they're more worried about right now.
There was a Black Hawk down there a few turns ago that I thought might have been the only threat, but without some pushes, that the blitzer did have the ball before I had some work to do.
All right, it looks like I'm caught up at this point. Yeah. And you guys, if you would, please take over announcing. I got to duck out again for a little bit.
No worries, man.
Right, thanks.
So I'm hoping that the same people in the comments did the stream reopen in the same one that it was in before, because I had to leave that one and research it and open a new stream. See, Mojo's in the and Fan Fox. There we go.
Yeah. That boat has sailed.
Here comes the foul. See, he could have had a +3 or foul on that other catcher there, but
I think the worry though is
he pop the ball.
is afraid. Yeah, exactly.
There's always that threat. And here he comes.
The leap is good. Oh.
Oh. It could be a nasty skull.
Yeah. He had to go for it though. With sure hands, the strip ball wasn't going to work alone. But I think overall...
the War Dancer is back.
Yeah?
Yep, the War Dancer has woken up, the other guy's still KO'd. So, we have one player back.
That's certainly enough for the Elves to mount some offense, so...
What do you think the Elf game plan? Yeah.
So now you're looking at 7 total Wood Elves on the pitch. I think kind of the consensus among players, and tell me if you guys agree with this. If you get to the second half and you've removed 3 War Dancers from the pitch, that normally means you have a decent chance of winning. Not great. You don't have a great advantage. You get a decent chance of winning. 4 is on the better side. This is looking good for the Orcs, especially with the Apothecary spent. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they definitely prefer that War Dancer to still be off the pitch, but yeah.
I wouldn't say this is a dominating situation for the Orcs either, which is crazy, right? You've removed 4 players from the other side, 3 permanent, and the Apo's gone, and you can't even say for sure that this is a good situation.
Yeah.
You're just in a competitive position right now. And
I don't think the Orcs are going to be sitting happy at all. They've still got a fair bit of work to do.
Yeah.
Like scoring for one.
And I'd say that the first half has been largely
the Orcs are playing pretty deep right now, so they're not going to threaten the ball anytime soon.
True.
No.
And I don't think Dymntd is going to be in much of a hurry to rush any catchers up or lonely guys out there for a quick reception at all.
Most likely he's not going to rush. I agree. I think most likely he's going to chill back, move his guys into the positions where he wants them very slowly. That is right. That wizard still sitting there is a big problem though for the Wood Elves.
If he gets that ball and kind of leaves it in a little bit of a tantalising place for the Orcs, they might pop that wizard early and then think they can get enough pressure forward, and then once that wizard's out the way, the Elves are.
Although out of any team who has the least to fear about a wizard, it's usually like the Elf and Skaven teams, right? It's like Wood Elves are one of those top teams. You can pop their ball loose and they get annoyed, but then another one of them is somewhere within range to run and grab it from the 3 guys of yours standing around the ball.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's cute, a wizard. I'm going to take this ball back now and run towards your end zone.
Where is Stiglitz?
Yeah, where is Stiglitz?
Left and right back there. Right up the back.
Oh, he's all the way back
today.
Yeah, curious. You're going to put him back as the safety. Well, he's the guy with tackle, so that is the guy you want as your last ditch. But the bad news is he's not going to get to. Aside from Fantfox's wizardry, as I'm thinking, their primary ball carrier here, the thrower for the Orcs, might be the only guy who came to the Champion Cup without block for that position.
Yeah.
Most of our ball carriers have block.
That's true. He is short man too.
Yeah, only 11, right?
Yeah.
I guess the Orcs can get away with that because you're not going to knock too many of them out. But walking in with 11 Elves, Wood Elves that's a tough proposition. That's what the Bloody Elves did. And
fuck.
Archie says, "Don't you worry about Stiglitz. Stiglitz is fine back there. I'm taking care of business." Some people get over anxious with that pylon, and they want to try to like change the injury. You can actually unknock out a player. You can unhurt them with the pylon. I don't know if people know that.
I'd never re-pylon something like.
That's smart.
Maybe a stun, but anything else I'd never do. So many times I've had players knocked out and then they've piled on and they've just been like stunned or nothing, you know.
No,
like,
the stun you should. The stun you should repile on as long as like the tackle zone is not crucial, because the stun, bare minimum that's going to happen again, if you've already stunned the guy and you pile on, the bare minimum that's going to happen again is the stun. But I've seen this happen where somebody gets knocked out and then the person. The Wood Elves trying to figure out what to do because, I mean, they got options, but their numbers are now dwindling to where this is really becoming a market advantage for the Orcs. That is 5 players permanently gone and 1 gone for the moment. And Tunk says, enough! And he gives him the big foot. But Tuck Gas is going to get right back up next turn.
Yeah, it looks like the Elves are starting to pick the side.
Yeah. I mean, they have to, right? They don't have enough personnel to stretch the field at this point.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You might see like an Elf cage, actually. I mean, the way this is working out.
He's got to make a threat, hasn't he? He's not got enough to cage up or screen up effectively. He needs to be.
This is what War Dancer's doing. Here comes the loose cage, so that's good. The Wizard's only going to be able to get probably one of them or two of them at most at a time. And that's what they're doing. Loose cage, it looks like. They're going to have to GFI if they want to keep it. Yep. And he didn't move that last guy and complete the cage before the move in, just in case, you know, something happened from the back end.
Just in case he died on a dodge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. For Blood Bowl, that order of operations is key. It's, as I learned it, move the guys and not in tackle zones. Take your 2 dice blocks with blocks. Oh, and the Wizard.
And Brown Streak's KO.
Is out.
Wow.
All right, guys, I gotta disappear for a second.
Double whammy.
You bet, Jest.
Are we going to see that hugging defense again?
I think so.
It's in a bit of an awkward place, but a thrower with agility 4, maybe going to try and pop in there, do you think?
Yeah. Well, with the Wizard, he still has a chance for a blitz, so he only needs to clear off the wrestler.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot about the blitz.
Here it comes.
Is there Stiglitz? That's all he needed. Oh.
And the wrestler's stunned. No, he wants that tackle zone.
About it? Yeah. Are both these War Dancers sidestep? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Throw her down on a GFI.
Not horrendous, he's got that sure hands for the pickup, so there we go. Orc ball. Oh, should have put out the Black Orc Knorring threat. That's what that movement's for, man. That's what the movement's for. Although you got a big old tree in the way for an interception.
Yeah, that's right.
Get stuck in his branches.
And for agility 1 guys, trees are remarkable interceptors.
Amazing. Have you seen the amount of fails and rerolls and whatnot it takes just to get him down the pitch is ridiculous. Okay, here's the jump.
Oh, and the red dice work.
There's been some nice red dice.
Oh!
Big kick. And the throw's gone.
Yeah.
Can have a little bit of ping pong.
That is a huge loss.
It's a nice bounce though for the Stiglitz with his tackle is going to win that argument.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mojo Nova asks, why is the Goblin on the bench? Oh, it's he was Appo'd earlier.
Yeah.
Because I thought Arzo came in with only 11 players, so shouldn't he be on the field?
He had a journeyman, didn't he? He's got a journeyman in there.
Oh, okay.
I think he had 11 and then plus the journeyman, was it?
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Yeah. Okay, he's gone for the ball. Gonna see some War Dancer ping pong. Yeah, Mojo, that was the first half that he took the that the Goblin took the hit. Oh. See, I probably would have left him stunned there just purely to make sure he wasn't going to be interfering next turn. Yeah, that's it, Mojo. That's what we were just saying. And in fact, Fox is saying only uses the Goblin on the offense, which is generally how it goes. But so yeah, apothecaring him and then leaving him off. Is it going to be a foul? Are they?
Yeah. Oh, don't setting up another cage.
Yeah, I think so.
The ball is in the player's hands. What next?
Here comes the foul. No effect.
Yeah, saving the Goblin for overtime.
Yeah, FanFox saying saving him for turn 25.
Maybe the tree will get confused and throw the Goblin somewhere.
I suppose there's
That'd
always
be great,
a chance.
wouldn't it? If you could throw the opponent's stunties, that would be brilliant.
Oh yeah.
The tree. Okay.
Yeah. I think the biggest consideration is foul now or move or advance the cage first.
I think I'd move forward and then use those guys up in. Whoa!
That.
Big Black Hawk dodge. I think that was an oversight. But these...
They don't fail if you don't know you're doing it.
Yeah. The Black Hawks have been on the track though. Look at their. They've been working on that agility in their movement. No, gone for the foul first.
Yeah. Oh, and he's
he's
knocked
away.
out.
Oh. 3 back to 3 permanently.
Yeah.
Where's Stiglitz? He's still down. Who would you hit here? Would you hit the guy that's actually got some sort of threat of getting up the pitch, or do you hit the guy that's the threat of actually stealing the ball?
Yeah. I think the War Dancer, just because he has Mighty Blow.
And just because
they're both sidestep. Yeah.
Gonna be a 3 dice piling on hit. No.
Yeah.
This is going to be decisive.
Oh, And the POW.
We could see another removal here. Woodasser survives. He survives for another turn.
Yeah.
Sod's Law would have it, the bounce would... I'm just going to wait for a better opening. I'm not sure if that's going to come from... Oh, and a big dodge.
Yeah.
Not today.
Hey guys, I just realized one of you sounds really low, the way you didn't before.
Oh.
Who is it?
Now, yeah. So I think it was Synonimouse for a while. Was sounding pretty low.
Okay.
So now you sound a lot better.
Am I okay now?
Yes.
All right.
The war of attrition has continued, obviously, and it's gone in the Orcs' favour.
I can see, but again, I mean, are we going to run into the the infamous Bernie Buffon conundrum, where he tries to score on turn 17? Although, to be fair, a true Bernie Buffon conundrum won't happen until turn 25. We know that, but
that's true.
Not if you want to go full Bernie.
Never go full Bernie.
Is he going to need a GFI for this blitz?
And Hugo Stiglitz comes with the big boom. And are we going to see the pylon? Of course we're going to see the pylon. Oh, yeah. And ouch, Staten Juan is going to be seeing stars for the next couple turns, literally.
I think that's all he wanted, wasn't it?
That'll do the trick, though, with only 3 turns left after this one. 3 turns for the Wood Elves, and he's going to be sitting out one of them. That's a big deal.
Yeah. I think he's going to get fouled in the next turn as well.
Absolutely. By the way, has the bribe been used yet?
No, it hasn't. Oh,
but it works! And he is injured. And he's going to be badly hurt. And the ref has had enough. The ref goes to throw him out, but a little side conversation is had between the coach and the ref, and that player's going to stay in the game with a warning.
Go for a blitz and a throw to Tunk, and just let Tunk hold the ball for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the cage?
Oh, it's not the wrestle. Ball strip ball.
No. It's gonna have to get out of there now. Oh no.
Leave him in there. I've seen it so many times that a guy can just get bounced around in that cage forever, and it can be a pain, but...
Yeah.
God, now, wow. The Orcs will have 2 turns to move downfield after this, and there's not much in their way. Mission accomplished. Got problems with Wood Elves, got problems beating Wood Elves, just knock them off the pitch. You see in the blueprint here. Another armor break. Warrior goes down. And, of course, that's not enough. You're going to see Archie slam the point home. He's KO'd. Now we have basically it's
guys are
Tunk.
saying your mic's crackling. I don't know if it still is.
Can you hear me now?
On the chat they're just saying your mic is crackling, but I'm not sure if it still is or whether
think we should be good.
Okay now.
And wow, again, they're just the Orcs are just they don't like Wood Elves continuing to hang around the pitch, and here comes. Wow, Thadwan is going to be stunned. He's going to sit out the next turn as well, and I mean, this is you got to feel helpless if you are Dymntd at this point.
He's not got many options.
No.
Do you think he'll take a full 3 minutes to think about what he's going to do on the next turn?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say these Wood Elves are not getting the ball back. I mean, you never know. A War Dancer can do a lot of different things. No, there's going to be a foul here. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah.
Come on, Tunk. You can do it. I think this is going to be a big crunch.
Oh yeah.
It could be the journeyman to go down in history.
Yeah, these journeymen, they wait their whole lives to get the chance to be on a Blood Bowl pitch and be immortalized. And this guy's going to go down as possibly the dude that killed the War Dancer in the PS4 Round 2 Championship Cup. And he doesn't kill him, but he manages to stun him. And that's as good as a knockout for his purposes, or killing him, because it's turn 16. Yeah. The Wood Elves can't move. And yes, we are going to see the Orcs trot into the end zone. And the Malditos Bastardos, who came through in a controversial blue screen win in round 1, show that they belong here by knocking off one of the favorites, the Bloody Elves. What a match! What a match! What do you fellas think?
Absolutely decimated.
You sound a little low, low, VpowerV.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, they got absolutely decimated. To be honest, that was pretty brutal.
These are the
100% Orc game plan.
That is exactly right. This is what you hoped for and expected as a Blood Bowl fan out of these two teams, right? You see, the dodgy Elves were trying to do what they could do, and they did. They practiced guerrilla warfare. They came in there, they loosened the ball up, they jumped in, they were all dodgy and sneaky. But the Orcs just focused on their game plan, which is keep hitting them, and they break eventually. And you see that 23 armor breaks to 3 armor breaks. The kill was instrumental as well, forced them to use the apple early. 62% ball possession by the Orcs, and 40 blocks versus the 28. Look at those stats: 4 KOs inflicted, 3 injuries inflicted, and a kill. That's how you win a game against Wood Elves, and the Bastardos really showed how you get her done here. We got Dymntd in the chat. We're not going to be joined by the winning coach, Arzawane. So, fellas, you got any questions for Dymntd?
None, eh? Oh, okay, it's cool, it's cool.
Oh, Dymntd, you're there?
How's your hospital bill?
Very hefty after that one.
Yeah, that was... You kind of ran out of options towards the end there, and there was not a lot you could do, was there? The injuries just definitely did not go your way.
I mean, it happens sometimes, cause when you play that aggressively, because I was leaving guys in tackle zones and all sorts of things for most of that match, but it felt necessary to disrupt his positioning and allow me to take shots at the ball carrier, so just went the way it did. All my opportunities didn't